Hello, welcome to Prairie Imperfection. My name is Lisa. Today I wanted to talk to you about sleep training. So I'm going to talk about sleep training a toddler and a preschooler, I guess. But first of all, I want to start out by saying I am not a professional mom. I don't read a whole ton of books about how to do everything perfectly, and I also am not somebody that puts themselves in a box about parenting styles. I just do whatever works for me. I'm kind of go with the flow, trial and error kind of person. And this is just me sharing my experience now and kind of sharing with people that are my subscribers why I haven't posted in a while and why I'm struggling to keep a good schedule on YouTube. So, as you know, if you watch anything of mine, I am pregnant right now. I have a 2-year-old, and don't shake the camera. I have a 2-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. I will just, let me go into the whole backstory. Let me back up. So, when I had Enya, I did, what is that called? Co-sleeping, because I was exclusively breastfeeding and I was the only one breastfeeding in the night. Or obviously, you know, my husband couldn't breastfeed. And we didn't do pumping that much because it was just easier for me to breastfeed by myself. But I also found it way easier to co-sleep because you could be like half asleep and breastfeeding in the night. Also, my husband works weird hours, so I usually like co-slept with my baby and my husband slept in a different bed or at a different time. So it worked okay for us to do that. So I did that, I don't know, until Enya stopped breastfeeding, I guess, which was like, I think she quit breastfeeding around 10 or 11 months. Basically when I went back to work, I stopped breastfeeding. Because in Canada you have a year mat leave, but when she was a year old, we moved. So I remember this very clearly, that when we moved, when she was exactly 1 year old, she went in her own room, she was in her own crib, we put her to bed, there was no issues. She slept very well by herself. And I think maybe in the beginning she was waking up in the night and I would give her a bottle. But yeah, it was a very easy transition, no problem. She sleeps very awesomely. And she sleeps by herself well in her crib. She was fine. Then I had my son.
Called Eli.
Called Eli. And he also co-slept with him because it was easier to breastfeed. Because I was, you know, exclusively breastfeeding and I was the only one feeding, and it gets tiring, and I had a toddler, and you know, you get way more sleep, I think, or better sleep if you're just sleeping beside the baby that you're breastfeeding. So then I quit breastfeeding him at 10 months. So I had to go back to work at 10 months. And he did not learn how to sleep by himself. He still does not know how to sleep by himself. Like I said, he's 2. He's like, 24 plus 26 months old, I guess now. Almost 27 months old? Yeah. Almost 27 months old. He cannot sleep by himself. I have tried the cry it out method. I forget if it was like an hour or 2 hours. At like one time I let him cry. And please don't move the bike, okay? And he will just cry and cry and cry in his room forever and not fall asleep. And I And I don't want to listen to a baby crying all night. That makes me irritated. So I haven't got him off sleeping with me. And like I said, my husband works weird hours and sleeps different hours than most people, so it hasn't been a huge issue because he's usually not sleeping. We're not sleeping at the same time anyway, so I just sleep with Eli. I am now starting to get worried that when I have a new infant, what is Eli gonna do? Because I can't have him sleeping beside me while I'm trying, like, can I co-sleep with two? Like with an infant and a toddler? I don't know. I feel like it would work better if I got him off of co-sleeping with me. But I don't know how to make him sleep by himself. So I got this brilliant idea that might backfire and be the most horrible idea or the best idea. I don't know. But I'm trying to get Eli and Enya to sleep together. But like I said, Enya sleeps very well by herself, but not very well with other people. Right, Enya?
Yeah.
Do you like to talk a lot while you're sleeping with other people? So what I've been trying to do lately is put them together in the bed. I am also sleeping with them so that, I don't know, so that they can both sleep, because they seem to do okay if I'm sleeping with them both. And yes, hopefully that won't backfire on me, and I'm training Enya to, co-sleep with me, actually. Then I'll have 3 babies in one bed with me when the 3rd baby is born. I'm hoping that I can transition them into sleeping, the 2 of them together. Plus, we have a 3-bedroom house, so, it'd be good if Enya and Eli could share a room while the baby is small, because I think that will just work better. Then there won't be as many interruptions for the 2 older kids throughout the night when I'm, feeding an infant and all that. Yeah, because also my husband needs, I don't like to be in the same room as my husband either, because I don't want to be interrupting his sleep, because, he needs a good sleep too, because he works hard at a job outside the home, right? So there'll be, our bedroom for my husband to sleep in and not be interrupted. Then the older kids' bedroom, and then the baby bedroom, which I will probably sleep in most of the time. That's the plan. I hope it works out. We will see. Yeah, so far it's going okay. I have to, that's why though I can't post YouTube videos very often, because
Mom, I
go to sleep with them,
and my brother wants juice.
Okay, and just wait. I have to go to sleep with them, and then I fall asleep with them, and then I wake up with them, and then I try to film during the day when they're awake, and you can see all this background noise, and they're jumping all over me, and it's not working. So, yes, I'm sorry my videos are kind of kid-filled now. That's what you're going to get for a little bit. Hopefully I can get a better YouTube schedule. I will see you in the next video. Bye.